What's up, guys? Today I got my boy Henrik. Happy to have him with me. So today we're just going to look at how to recompose our guard from side mount. So that's like the number one problem most white belts and blue belts are going to have is how to get back to your guard once you get past. Okay, and I don't get my guard passed that often, but it does happen. So it's really important, even before you get your guard passed. We're not going to cover this today. Stand up for me, buddy. You have to really fight for your guard, okay? There's a time where you're sweeping and you're kind of offensive, and there's going to be a time where you're defensive, where the guy's trying to pass, he's moving around. So I have to really battle hard here, with my legs, to keep my guard. But there are going to be circumstances where, maybe you're tired, or maybe you just get caught off guard, where your opponent, they just get in, just like, well, yeah. They just get in on you, okay? And that happens to everybody, We're all human. That's something that took me a long time to realize. Like, even the best guys in the world, they make little mistakes. But everyone's gonna make mistakes, new guys, old guys, we're all gonna make mistakes. It's how quickly can you identify that you made a mistake, and your opponent, if he can capitalize on your mistake. So I know at the highest level, like, whenever I make a mistake, it's like me and the other guy, we kind of both know, and we're like, oh no! And we fight for that opportunity, okay? So once my opponent has passed my guard, there's different ways he can hold. He's kind of holding a scarf control now. That's gonna be different versus if he's more, bring your knees square, knees on the mat, yeah. Here. So there's different approaches to how he's gonna move his body. Especially for nogi, let's just look at it from here, because in nogi, you have to be very tight. If he were to sit back like he did before, there's going to be a lot of space. They're going to try to push. Flexible guys are going to try to hook your head. So whenever you guys are passing the guard nogi, you have to stay in tight, just because it's going to be harder to stabilize that side mount, okay? So I'm going to have him square, and we're just going to have him holding his hands together under my head, okay? Exactly. So I can tell you that I already kind of screwed up, because look at my arms. You see how they're not really doing anything? So go back a little bit. So even before he passed my guard, if I knew he was coming in, I want to get my frame. That's what I call my arms in this position, frame, okay? So as he's passing my guard or whatever, I always, put your knee on the floor. Yeah, exactly. I want to have my frames in place, okay? Even better, go back up a little bit. If I can get my knee in, okay? So if you guys watch John Thomas, he preaches this a lot, like blocking this off. And look how it makes like a little wall, okay? So that's what I mean by fighting for your guard, fighting to recompose your guard, to maintain your guard. If I don't have that, look how he can just come in, put your knee on the floor. And he has a lot of control over me, okay? So I already screwed up. As far as recomposing, I already screwed up. It's gonna be really tough to get my arms in, get my other arm in, try to, shrimp out. It's gonna be very tough. Let's just say you screwed everything up. That's how white belt style, right, guys? So I'm here. A few things I want to watch out for is this arm. Never leave this arm hanging out. It's gonna be easy to trap and go for like Americanas and stuff. I put out a video on that not too long ago. So you don't want to give the guy an easy ticket, an easy submission. So always keep that arm in. And the safest place for this arm is either around his head. I can kind of pull him in. It's very uncomfortable, but I can't hold this forever. You see how he's kind of, I'm helping push him into my jaw. So I'll either hold my hand here until I can start to work it in. Okay? And look, I'm gonna grab his shoulder, and I use my forearm to frame his face, okay? Notice how I'm not pushing on his shoulder like flat, where he can do a wrist lock. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about, yeah, he can wrist lock me there. So I kind of want to go a little bit higher. What is this called, Henrik? You're trapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of the shoulder trap area. And look, I'm gonna push my elbow up. And one thing a lot of new guys do, they try to overextend, hyperextend, but I just need to maintain some, just a little bit of just tension in my arm. So I don't need to push him too far. I just need to kind of hold him. Other arm, I'm gonna bring my elbow towards his hip. And so that's how I bring my frame together, okay? If he's very tight on this hip, I'll sometimes do a bridge. And look, I'm gonna bring my elbow, come a little bit closer, Leon. towards my arm, yeah. So I'm bridging, and look, I'm gonna pull my elbow down to the mat, okay? And same concept here. I don't wanna leave my hand open to where he can wrist lock me with this, just turn your weight into my arm. Yeah, tap. So I'm gonna keep my hand kind of open and on his hip, okay? Other hand on the shoulder trap area, and I'm keeping tension in my arms, okay? Once I'm here, we're gonna use our shrimping. Come back towards my legs. And so there's different ways to do this shrimp. You can do the traditional shrimp, where you just push your hips back. You can also do what more modern guys are doing. They're doing the forward shrimp. So that means they, instead of using their near side leg, they use their far side leg. Hook your heel on the mat, and look, I'm gonna pull my hip away. Okay? Once I'm here, I have enough space to get my knee in. Okay? So one thing a lot of guys do, they kind of stop here and they allow the person to push, don't take this arm off, just use this hand, to push that leg out of the way again. So we don't want to waste that energy, okay? So when we're here, as soon as I get my knee in, I like to either bring my far side leg inside too, on his hip. Okay, don't get a steamo locked, like kind of on his body somewhere, or I've done this before, we can do the lasso, okay? And push the guy away. Okay. If you're more comfortable in an open guard, you can stay here. If you're not, you can always pull the guy into like a closed guard position, okay? Which is a little bit safer, especially for newer guys. You're probably really tired. You're pushing the person a lot, so take a breather here, okay? So I'm gonna do it one more time, a little bit faster, and then Henrik's gonna give it a try, okay? Yes. All right, so I screwed up big time. Got my guard passed. And you guys see how much work it's gonna be if I don't have my frame in versus go back, go up a little bit. Yeah, if I already have my frame in, it's gonna be a lot easier. It's gonna be a lot easier to push the guy, okay? So I'm here. Again, I really worry about this arm a lot, but if he's keeping his head very tight, it's not gonna come out. So let's work on this arm, okay? This hand, just keep it on his back. Again, I'm gonna bridge and pull my elbow to the mat, okay? Keeping some tension on his hip with my arm. From here, it can be kind of hard to get this arm. Sometimes I might even do another bridge and pushing him towards his hip, towards my arm. Here, and then I can kind of sneak this back in. That's another option, okay? Once I'm here, I can either do the regular shrimp or the forward shrimp. It's accomplishing the same thing. You see that? Yeah. So again, regular shrimp, there, forward shrimp, there, knee comes in, and I like to bring my leg inside. You can maybe even get like a hook, that's fine. Or sometimes I'll come over with the lasso, push the guy away, or if you're not comfortable in open guard with no-gi, you can always pull the guy to close guard no-gi, okay? So Henrik, you're gonna give it a try, buddy, yeah. All right?
How do you want me here?
Yeah, that's fine. Fine. Okay.
So you already passed me?
Yeah, somehow I just teleported past your guard.
So you want me to do the first one or the second one?
So really key, we'll look at both options. Always keep this arm in, don't leave it out, yeah. And sometimes the guy will get annoyed here and they'll sometimes leave a lot of space for you. You see how I did that? Like they're not really comfortable. Yeah, exactly. Now you're gonna get your elbow towards the mat. Exactly. Here, precise. That's option one, or you can go back, just here. Make sure you keep framing the shoulders too. Now you can lasso, the shallow lasso. You can push me away, or you can go back to like a closed guard if you feel comfortable there. Okay, yeah. Let's look at if you can't get that arm.
Okay.
Like I'm very tight on this arm.
So keep this close to your body.
Yeah, always keep it close, and you can work on.
So this one, I take the elbow to the floor.
So go back. You can even do like a little bridge to help. There.
I have my hand on your hip. Okay.
So you don't want to keep it on my hip because if I turn, it's gonna hurt.
Okay.
Yeah. So just use your forearm.
Okay.
Push. Yeah. There. If I'm still tight, you can even do a bridge towards your head. Yeah. Now bring your arm back in front of my face. There. Exactly. Nice. So I'm gonna have you go back. Let's try the forward shrimp as well.
from here, it's on the ground.
So you can bridge again towards your head. Get the arm. And now you're gonna forward shrimp. So you're gonna put this leg out.
Is this one here?
Yeah, exactly. Pull your hip. Go back. There. So you're gonna do one movement. There. Okay, I think it was the same. I just looked different to me.
So here, put the heel on the mat.
So the key to the forward shrimp is that you're gonna turn your hip first.
Oh, okay.
And your leg, yeah. And there, that's the forward shrimp.
So that.
There, that's the forward shrimp, yeah.
Okay.
Legs come in. Keep framing the shoulders, yeah. Myself there. Nice. And of course, guys, you know, it's always going to be hard to get out of side mount depending on your energy level, you know, or the guy's really strong, he's holding you tightly. Like say Hendrik's holding me hold me as tight as you can. Oh God. So it's not going to be easy, okay? So you just got to take your time, get your controls, get a fight. Sometimes like it's hard to get here. Maybe I can, you see how he has his hips up? I can kind of sneak my leg in. Okay. And then from here I can try to, come on the other side, Leon. I can try to get this foot in maybe. Recompose that way. So there's different ways to recompose. It's just like you have to start putting everything together. Sometimes like I can't get that, and then I can get this arm in. I can sneak it in sometimes. So you have to react to what the guy's giving you, okay? So if I'm having a hard time like getting here, getting this arm, again, I said you screwed up at the beginning, guys. You should have had this before. So it's just gonna be tough. You're gonna have to mix up bridging and getting this in. Sometimes just, you have to hold the guy in very tight and hope he will start to push away a little bit. Yeah. Boom. So there's so many little nuances to this. Something you can do to get better at this is just do positional sparring on bottom side mount and then work to get out. And one thing you're going to realize is that even if you know what to do, it's not going to happen really quickly. Like even if I know exactly what to do, he's going to hold me so tight. It's going to take time for me to like figure out how to get my guard back. So, you know, if you get your guard passing at 30 seconds of your match, hey, listen, you're probably not going to recompose, okay? So it's just going to take time to get out of that trouble, okay? But just stay calm. I think that's one thing a lot of instructors don't talk about. Like here, it's really important. Just stay calm, breathe. You already got your guard pass, and just don't get submitted, okay? That's all I need you to worry about. Don't get submitted in something crazy. All right, keep your arms protected. Take your time, even if it's just really tough. Stay calm, keep trying, you know? Keep fighting, keep trying. Even if he push my leg out of the way, yeah, even if he does that. Keep trying. Okay, you gotta keep fighting from the side mount or any bad position. You have to keep fighting, okay? I'm gonna have you try the other escape I just did too. What I did, I couldn't get my arm out.
Yeah.
So I did the forward shrimp and your hips were up. So I just trapped your leg.
Okay, like half guard.
Yeah. I'll do it here so you can kind of see. So I got here, but you still have your weight on me. And I think this was over. So then I worked my bottom leg in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be easier for shorter people, guys. So I worked this bottom leg in. And then from here I was able to elevate you using my hand on your hip. And kind of push you back. Okay, now we're in butterfly guard here, or I can go back open and then close guard. So let's try that one too, okay? I think that's a good option as well. So say you're able to get that arm, but this one's not moving. Bridge, try to bridge. Yeah, there. Cut my leg. So you're gonna keep the bottom leg on here.
What?
You're gonna keep the bottom leg on my leg.
Yeah.
And this one you're gonna bring your toes in. Exactly. And now you're just gonna.
You got a frame to get your way?
It depends. If they're giving you space, you can. Sometimes, like they're very tight. You're just gonna pull me a little bit. Yeah, push me there. Okay. And this is considered recomposing too. If you don't feel comfortable, you can always pull your legs out to we go, close guard. All right. So again, guys, recomposing it's not pretty. It's not like a cool spider guard. It's more like dirty. It's grimy. It's just it's like a battle. You just gotta like survive. Okay. Anything you want to add, Henrik?
Nothing at all.
Okay. All right, guys. Hopefully this video helps you. Till next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace. And ciao. Guys, I'm gonna have Henrik demonstrate how to do the forward shrimp. Go ahead, Henrik. Leon, come hold this. I'm gonna do it too. From both of us.
Yes. Oh shit, my.
Leon, you had one job, Leon. So guys, forward shrimp again. My leg comes out. So I'm turning my leg and my hip opposite of where my opponent would be. And look at, I flip my hip over.